Iran and good news aren't usually found in the same sentence, but author and evangelist Hormoz Shariat from Iran Alive Ministries says there's a lot going on that's not in the news. I spoke with Dr. Shariat earlier about his new book, Iran's Great Awakening, How God is Using a Muslim Convert to Spark Revival. Dr. Hormoz Shariat, welcome to Jerusalem DateLine.
Well, thank you, Julie, for inviting me.
You've written a book, we see it on your table there, Iran's Great Awakening. Why did you write this book?
Well, it's a lifetime story. I came to Christ. I was a Muslim as a student at the University of Southern California. I came to Christ. My life was changed, and I started sharing the gospel with other Muslims. Hundreds came to Christ, planted churches in California, then used satellite television to get into Iran, and I saw a revival. Thousands and thousands have come and are coming to Christ. And that's the story. The second part of the book is about the prophecies in Iran. Not many people know about it, that Iran is in the Bible and God has prophesied what will happen in Iran. So I do a detailed study of the prophecies. The recent events shows and confirms what I wrote in the book months ago is totally happening today.
And what would those events be?
Number of salvation has grown 10 times the last few months.
Wow.
But even more important, just last week, an independent research and survey came out, secular, from Europe. They studied the religious beliefs of Iranians. And can you believe it? That survey, which is very scientific, very solid, says less than 1/3 of Iranians believe in Shiite Islam. Wow. In the books, it's over 95%. But what I've been saying, and I say in the book, now it's proven by science. Less than 1/3 believe in Islam. Another 1/3 say religion has no part in my life, or there is no God. You can call them secularism. And the last 1/3, people are all over the place. They're looking at Buddhism, Hinduism, everything except Islam. And when they see Christ, when they share Jesus Christ, they're so attracted. That's why Christianity is growing in Iran. And do you know, Iran has the fastest growing evangelical population in the world today.
Do you see, for instance, the COVID crisis, or even this recent signing of an agreement between Israel and the UAE, ostensibly that had something to do with it, was that they were both allied against Iran. Do you think these kind of things figure into people's thinking, your everyday average Iranian, that they're thinking about these things and watching these things?
Yes, all these factors are working together to increase the rate of Iranians coming to Christ. Mm-hmm. The Iranian government killed young people on the streets the last 8-9 months, and the COVID and the lies it has been giving to the people. The Iranian government has been so discredited. Whatever they say, people of Iran don't believe. So when they do these rallies, they say, with their own people, the rally says, death to America, death to Israel. You know what people say? Oh, they must be good people if our government is against it. So even among Muslims, there is a movement today that they say, why should we hate the Jews? What have they done to us? We should love them. You are our enemies, not America, not Israel. You are our enemies. You have hurt us more than any of these countries have done. When you look at the Bible, you see the past of Iran and Israel is tied together. So much in the Old Testament. Cyrus set the captives free. When you look in the future in the Bible, Iran and Israel are tied together. Their future is tied together because the Bible says, I will set my throne in Jerusalem, and also says, I will set my throne in Elam, which is today land of Iran. Iranians are saying, we are not enemies of any country. The government is, but not the people. So this is a trend going really fast towards the fulfillment of the prophecy.
That's great. Thank you so much, Dr. Hormoz Shariat, for joining us today. And your book really looks fascinating. Thank you so much.